You remember where did you stop? Do you remember where did you stop? You stopped when Ramananda
संवाद में जब उन्होंने क्वेश्चन किया था और वो बताया था
svarupa-anubhandi-vritti. So do you remember where did they stop? Which part? Sorry, change here. So for many days I was speaking about this Sader Nirnoy, this verse. Prabhu ko hai parishloka Sader Nirnoy. Mahaprabhu asked which questions for Ramananda? You have to establish the goal, sadhya. What is the ultimate goal? In this context I told, what is the ultimate goal of the Jivas? This is the svarupa, manifest the svarupa-anubhandi-vritti of the soul. So what is svarupa-anubhandi-vritti? Means the nature of the soul. Actually the time the soul manifested from the tatastha Shakti of Lord. Why do you have so many questions? Why do you have so many doubts? Because you don't understand the meaning of each. You cannot remember the meaning of each expression, each term, each name of these terms. Because I speak and you forget. That's why after listening to the katha, you must remember this katha. You have to think about what have I spoken. So, the svarupa-anubhandi-vritti means the inherent nature of the soul. What is the meaning of svarupa-anubhandi-vritti? Means the time the soul manifested from tatastha Shakti. There was already a potency, natural, inherent in the heart of the living entity. So one of these potencies, like shanta-rasa, sakhya, vatsalya, madhurya, is in the heart of the living entity. Just like, for example, the seed has one potency. Any seed, a mango seed, for example, or mustard seed, any seed. All seeds, they have what? Some potency inside. When the seed finds a favorable environment to grow, for example, water, earth, isn't it? Wind also, like air, and also heat. There must be some warmth, like the heat from the rays of the sun, for example. Then, if the seed receives this favorable environment, the seed will grow, will sprout and then grow, and in the future will grow into a tree, and even will give like flowers and fruits also. Understand? So in the same way, when the Jiva manifested from the tatastha Shakti at that time, means when the Jiva manifested from Lord at that time, inside the Jiva, inside the heart of the living entities, there was a potency already. Dasyam, sakhya, vatsalya or madhurya. These are already inside us. Just like the water has a spontaneous nature of being liquid, a liquid. Because when the water was created, let's say like this, since the water exists, the water is liquid, a liquid substance. H2O. So the spontaneous nature of the water is to be liquid. By some reason, sometimes, maybe this water can become ice. But the water itself is always liquid. This is the nature of the water. Like for example, natural nature, let's say, spontaneous nature of the fire is to give heat. So what I say is, the meaning of this, Bhaktivinoda Thakur explains in this context, is all substance, they have always an eternal nature, like a fixed property, like, understand? everything, every substance which exists has a natural nature, or means spontaneous nature, like a fixed property, like something like how he is. In the same way, the nature of the Jiva is to serve the Lord. So except for shanta-rasa, all the other 4 rasas, they have the seva-vritti, tendency to serve to God. In shanta-rasa there is no seva-vritti. Only they have what? For the ishtadeva. Nishtha, to the worshipful deity. So in shanta, there is no seva-vritti in shanta-rasa. And also no mamata, no possessiveness. If there is no seva, also there is no mamata, possessiveness. You have seva-vritti, tendency to serve, when you have sambandha-jnana, knowledge of relationship, and at the same time mamata, possessiveness. For example, the mother, when she gives birth to the baby, immediately she develops sambandha-jnana, this knowledge of relationship. Because the sambandha-jnana comes, oh, he's my son. So the relationship is like, he's my son. That's why she has seva-vritti, the mother. She wants to serve the baby. And also the mother is always thinking about her son. Do you think about your sons? Your daughters or not? Yes. Do you think about your son or not? Your kids or not? Do you think about your husband or not? Do you think about your wife or not? So this is the nature of this world, of the family, of the world. But if you don't have kids, if you never got married, then you will not have this seva-vritti towards them, because you're not related to them. Also, you'll not think about them. So in the same way, all this time I'm just speaking that since the time the Jiva manifested from Tatastha Shakti, the Jiva has a potency inherent. Might be maybe shanta, dasyam, or sakhya, vatsalya, or madhurya. So Seva-vritti, tendency to serve. So in Sanskrit, I mean, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, in the book says, this is called Jiva, svarupa-anubhandi-vritti. What did I say? Jiva, svarupa-anubhandi-vritti. Okay, what is svarupa? Anubandita means inherent. Inherent means something that already always with you and you cannot change, never. And it's always with you since you exist, naturally. So the tendency of the soul is to serve to Krishna. May you serve Krishna in vatsalya rasa, or in dasyam, or in madhurya. Actually, this desire to serve to Krishna is in the heart of the living entities. This is svarupa-gata dharma, means the spontaneous nature of the soul. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur explains, but the jivas of shanta-rasa, Brahma bhava sampanna. What is Brahma bhava sampanna? Means these jivas of shanta-rasa, they don't have tendency to serve, because they think, oh, Krishna is God, Lord, and so they don't have this feeling of service. They're only meditating only in God. So one example is giving the 4 Kumaras. They were thinking about Brahma. This is like shanta-rasa. So he is Parabrahma, like this is Brahma bhava sampanna jivas, means living entities only like he doesn't think I am Brahma, I am God, but he's only like meditating in this.
कि वो भगवान है या ईश्वर है?
भगवान हो नहीं हो ये वृत्ति नहीं है,
ये भी वृत्ति नहीं है।
ये ब्रह्म भाव कहते हैं।
So this Brahma Bhav means that these devotees, they are seeing the effulgence of Lord, and they are thinking God is this effulgence, but they see this effulgence as the effulgence of the body of Lord. They accept this effulgence as the effulgence of the body of Krishna, and they meditate in that. So this is Brahma Bhava Sampanna. Okay, coming back. Jiva, svarupa-anubhandi-vritti. Because Gurudev was saying, except for these people with this Brahma Bhava Sampanna, others have desire to serve, but these no. Like 4 Kumaras were the example. Okay, so all the Jivas. Okay, so except for the Brahma Bhava Sampanna, means the Jivas in shanta-rasa, all others, they have a tendency to serve. Understand? The other, all rasas, they have this tendency to serve, Seva-vritti, but except for those in shanta-rasa, also called as Brahma Bhava Sampanna, means they have the Brahma Bhava, like Gurudev explains. Okay, dasyam, Hanuman. Hanuman. Dasyam, Subala, Shridhar are example, vatsalya. Nanda and Yashoda, example is given. Madhurya, the example of the gopis are given. But in all rasas, okay, except for, when I say all rasas, I'm except for shanta-rasa. All the other rasas, they have tendency to serve. When I say Krishna and Das, the Jivas are the servants of Krishna, doesn't mean exactly in the Dasa rasa, it just means that the tendency of the soul is to serve to Krishna, which like Seva-vritti. Because the friends of Krishna, which like also they have Seva-vritti, tendency to serve. In vatsalya rasa also Seva-vritti is there, in madhurya rasa also Seva-vritti is there. So the eternal nature of the soul is to be the servant of Krishna, is to serve Krishna. So what is the ultimate goal, the sadhya? What is the ultimate goal of the jivas? To serve Bhagavan. You may serve Bhagavan thinking he is Bhagavan, like with opulence mood, or also thinking he is your family member, no problem, but you are serving anyhow. So some people serve Krishna thinking he is God, Bhagavata-buddhi, thinking he is God. For example, in Vaikuntha, until Mathura, Vaikuntha, until Mathura, all the devotees. So Vaikuntha, Ayodhya, Dwaraka, Mathura, all these places, all the servants of Lord in these places, they think Krishna is, they think Bhagavan as God, like aishvarya-buddhi, they have the opulent mood. Okay, maybe they are even serving, like for example, Rukmini-Satyabhama, they are serving Krishna as their husbands, but they still think he's God. Like Rukmini-Satyabhama, they are sakhya, like was a husband and wife, but they think Krishna is Bhagavan. They think Krishna is God. That's why Rukmini and Satyabhama, they never give their lotus foot dust, the foot dust of their feet, to Krishna. Remember that story that Krishna was having the headache, and then Narada Rishi told to Krishna, Narada Rishi told to the queens, give the foot dust of your feet to Krishna's head, and then his headache will be gone. But they didn't give, because they said, oh no, Krishna is my husband, so he's my husband, he's like God. So because he's my husband, and also Krishna is Bhagavan. So they didn't give their foot dust to him. Even Devaki and Vasudeva, they have a vatsalya bhava for Krishna, but still they think he aishvarya-buddhi. Also they have aishvarya-buddhi. He is my son, yes, Devaki Vasudeva think, but he is Bhagavan. Because in the presence of Kamsa, Krishna showed to Devaki Vasudeva his four-armed form, so they remember this. But Nanda and Yashoda, even though they see some opulence of Krishna, he can see them. Nanda and Yashoda can see Krishna with 4 arms, or maybe see all the universe inside his mouth. Still, they never believe he's God. Like for example, Arjuna.
क्या बोले? वो देखा
He saw what?
क्या देखा?
Vishwarup,
विराट स्वरूप देखा।
the Virat Swarup, universal form of Krishna, and he became afraid.
अरे सखेति मत्वां प्रसवं जुजुप्तम। ये आपको मैंने सखा करके
I was calling you as my friend. Arjuna said, but it was my mistake, my offense.
आप भगवान
You are Bhagavan.
हे कृष्ण आप मुझे क्षमा
Krishna, please forgive me.
ये क्या सब कृष्ण में सखा भाव रखते हो अर्जुन।
Okay, so Arjuna has sakhya bhava, friendship mode to Krishna, but with aishvarya-buddhi, opulence mode. But Subala and Sakha, they saw the opulence of Krishna, they saw even his four-armed forms. You know that story? But they never thought he was Bhagavan, never accepted, never believed. Even the gopis also, they are same. Krishna manifested four arms in pentagon. The gopis even said, oh, this is not our Krishna, this is Narayana. They did obeisance to him and left. They went away. So they don't believe Krishna is Bhagavan. Krishna wanted to establish in front of the gopis, I am the same Ram. He wanted to tell to the gopis, you're Ram, so show us. If you're really Ram, then show us. Okay, call the monkeys. So all these monkeys from Vraja, where did they come from? Actually, they were monkeys that used to live in Ayodhya before. Where these monkeys came from to Braj? Some devotees, they say, Krishna played the flute, just like that place you do. Shanta-rasa, like in Kamyavan we go. This was Shanta-rasa is in Kamyavan, one place. Have you seen? No. So because when you go so many people, we don't go to these places. It's a very beautiful place. Actually, because that place from Bimalakunda, we must go farther. But this Didi went with Madhava Priya Prabhu. Very nice. Before, we used to go with Gurudev. When we used to do parikrama, we used to go to all these places because actually we used to stay 2-3 days in Kamyavan. At that time, we used to stay 2-3 days in Kamyavan. So we were like 40-50 devotees. So it's but nowadays so many people. So we don't stay in these places, and also you cannot speak Harikatha. Everything only chalo, let's go, take prasada, go. So we go midday, 1 p.m. to Bimalakunda, just sit with the leaf plates and take prasada. But at that time, we used to stay in Bimalakunda. You know Bimalakunda? So Gurudev used to speak Harikatha morning and evening. Then you used to have the darshan of all these places. So this Brajamandala Parikrama that we're doing now, actually, we cannot even go to everywhere, to all the places, not also speak proper Harikatha. Only having to arrange food and things for everyone, so we spend that time like this. And I also have to speak in 3 languages, 2 languages. So where's the time? So many speakers also. At that time, only one speaker was there. Who? Gurudeva. Now there are so many speakers. So that one who takes the mic doesn't want to give up the mic to stop speaking. So what I want to say is that Krishna told the gopis, I am that same Ram. Then Gopi said, how possible? And then Gopi said, we heard some katha from Purnamasi that Rama used to have so many monkeys. Gopis told to Krishna, we heard. And they built a bridge with stones over the ocean. they built a bridge.
पुल बना गोपियां गण में देखो यहाँ से लेकर के वहाँ एक सरोवर है
And then the gopis said, okay, there's a lake nearby. Okay, so go to this lake and create a bridge from one side to the other and show us if we really can build a bridge. Then Krishna played his flute, and then thousands of monkeys came. So that's why I say, these monkeys from Vraja, where did they come from? They used to live where? Before? In Ayodhya. So go away from here, go back there. So all these monkeys, they're creating disturbance in Vraja, isn't it? They steal your glasses, you cannot even walk with glasses. Even your japamala bead bag, your money bag, purse, everything they steal from you. Even your phone, mobile. Even my hat they took one time. I was walking near Seva-kunja, coming from Nidhuvan. They took my hat from my head. Even this they don't allow you to go. Like even okay, the glass they already take always, but even my hat they took. Oh my! And you know the hat is nothing something for eating. Like if it's not food, the hat. Then the Prabhu is saying no, because they want to exchange the things they steal for food. Okay, so the gopis told. Okay, so create a bridge with the help of the monkeys. Then Krishna played the flutes and 1,000 monkeys came. And the gopis saw all this. The Rameshwara was also there. Just like Ramachandra established the deity. Okay, the gopis saw all these or not. But still they didn't believe that Krishna was Bhagavan. Because in Shuddha, vatsalya, sakhya and madhurya, they don't have even a slight gain, not even a slight aishvarya-buddhi, opulent mood towards Krishna. Opulent mood towards Krishna, they don't have. Do you understand? Why don't you speak that? So this I was speaking about the nature of the soul when the soul manifested from Tatastha Shakti. So when the soul manifested from Tatastha Shakti, remember this. What did I say? When the soul manifested from Tatastha Shakti, the Jiva had. So what is Jiva Gatan ke samay means? When is what does it mean? Like when the Tatastha Shakti Tatastha Shakti se nikalti. So when the Jiva is manifested. So when the Jiva is manifested, Gatan means manifested. These are Hindi words. In Hindi also, in the Javadharma also these words are used. So when the Jiva is manifested from the marginal potency of Krishna. Gurudev just explained the terms in Hindi that he spoke. So the translation in English, when the Jiva is manifested from Tatastha Shakti. You should manifest the Javadharma in Gujarati. Gurudev is telling to Radhakanti Didi. Can you do that? Translate Javadharma to Gujarati? Why? So how can you preach in Gujarat without the Javadharma in Gujarat, the language of Gujarat? You should do one center in Gujarat, one temple in Gujarat, to give enthusiasm to the people. But because if they don't know the concepts of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, don't read the books, then how can also they? So that's why important to manifest the books in that language. Understand? If you don't publish the books in your preaching, you'll be missing something. It will be incomplete. Because okay, we speak katha and people give donation. Okay, and the guru came, but the disciple. Okay, we make disciples give Harinam Diksha. But if there's no books, if there are no books, if the student, the Shisha, the disciple doesn't read the books, the disciple cannot progress, isn't it? Because this Kali Yuga, and the human beings, they have not memory, so they forget everything. Just spoke, and after 2 minutes, if you ask, you go there and you forget everything, isn't it? Direct, So, after listening to the katha, you have to remember again what you've heard. And also manifest these things in the shape of a book. Then people can study again and again and remember, isn't it? Do you understand? Because if there is no the books, if people are not reading the books, cannot happen. Like will not. So that's why I'm telling you the truth. So our preaching will be successful if the disciple takes the conceptions of the Guru. And when the disciple takes the conception of the Guru, if he reads the books of the Guru. And that's why Swami Maharaj, when he preached in the Western countries, the same time he also did so many books. Manifested books. So many books he manifested. And these books are translated in so many languages, of the earth. His Harikatha, everything. Because the books are the main thing in our preaching. The base of the preaching. English? The main topic of our preaching. The main subject of our preaching. Because, like for example, I went to Punjab. Okay, so nice, everybody like speaking, like everybody happy with my coming, and I did disciples. But then later they forget. Then they maybe take another guru. Oh yeah, that one came. But I didn't chant his mantra, so oh Maharaj, give me another mantra, like to another guru, then second guru, third guru. And like this. Then they cannot get benefits. Do you understand? So that's why our preaching will be successful if manifest books is Mirhad Mridanga. Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Srila Bhaktivinoda Prabhupada, what did they do? They did this Seva. Gurudev, which service I can do for you? Everywhere I go, I always tell this, do Seva. Help making books, etc. One day I'll also will go away from this world. Also you will go away from this world. Everybody will leave this world. Because this is the rule of this world. But these books, they'll stay age after age in this world. Like for example, Rupa Goswami, so many years ago, 500 years ago, Rupa Goswami was in this world. But still, he left some books behind. Like when he left some books. And these books still now we are reading. And in this way we remember Srila Rupa Goswami. Like Ujjani Lamni Bhaktara Samta Sindhu, so many books. Krishna-das also Kaviraj, he wrote Chaitanya Charitamrita. So if you don't manifest the books, they will be forgotten. So that's why I say you should do Grantha Seva. Which service? She's cooking and feeding me. Taruni is a human being? No. So what's the need of cooking? have to do Grantha-seva. You have to manifest the Harikatha in your mother language. She manifests one book that was nice. Eternal Love? Okay, she manifests one book, Eternal Love. It's your Katha of Bhagavad-Sapta about the gopis, transcendental. Last day of Bhagavad-Sapta. Okay, at least one thing she did. What did you do? Okay, she manifested the book of Gurudev in Gujarati. This was also very nice. But what did you do? The Brahmara Gita she. And what did you do, Kunjeshwari? Shiksha Gurim Prabandha. Very nice. And what did you do? Which book? Otherwise you'll be also chastised. Do. If you didn't do, then do. She was doing, but then she stopped, Anuradha. Do you think it's only Gurudev not doing anything? No, you have to serve. Which service? Grantha-seva. Yes. So I give enthusiasm to do. It's very nice. To make chapati. Okay, I eat one chapati, then what? Have to serve. Then people also will remember you. Remember me and also remember you. That's why you have to serve. Which service? Grantha-seva. Isn't it? That I must manifest one book in my Portuguese language, my mother language. Your books, again and again. Nanda Pradini also is doing this service in Russian. It's very good. In English also they did, Radhakanti Didi. And Braja did. Braja Bala Didi and Ananga Mahaprabhu also did many books in English. So then the preaching can go more and more, expand, serve. Gurudeva, what does he want? The bona fide Guru wants that we manifest books. All the acharyas that we have, Srila Gurudeva, Srila Bhaktivedanta, Srila Bhamana Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhaktivedanta, Srila Narayan Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhaktivinoda Prabhupada, Srila Bhakti Pragyan, you can see their life history. They always inspire the disciples. They always inspire, encourage the disciples that they should do Grantha-seva. Don't serve only making chapatis actually. Don't serve making chapatis. You have to actually do service doing books. You are all qualified. You are not unqualified. All are qualified. So from this, your qualification, you should use Ananda Pradinish's painting so well, isn't it? All her books, this is her contribution, all her paintings in the books. So beautiful paintings she's making, no? Because the books without some image, people don't want to read, but at least I can keep in my house, the book with beautiful pictures. So she's doing this Chitra-seva, means she's doing art service. Very nice. Very beautiful. Indira Devi, did you understand? She's a very nice English devotee. So should serve. Grantha-seva. So I was speaking about svarupa-anubhandi-vritti. Means when the Jiva manifests from Tatastha Shakti, this nature, the potency that the Jiva has, when the Jiva manifests from that original potency, the Jiva has a natural potency, natural spontaneous nature. So this is our goal, to manifest this potency. So the sadhya, the ultimate goal, what is it? So to establish this, and Ramananda started with? Started in Varnashram Dharma.
और एक मैं बताया था क्या, युग में एक रहता है स्वतंत्रमयी सेवा, दो प्रकार की सेवा है, एक स्वतंत्रमयी सेवा,
so two kinds of service, स्वतंत्रमयी सेवा and अनुगतमयी सेवा.
स्वतंत्रमयी माने
अपनी इच्छा
Swatantra means independently. So you serve independently. So those who are nitya parikaras of Krishna, the service is swatantramayi seva, independent. So how to serve Krishna? So this is called swatantramayi seva, independent service. Another service, anugatamayi seva. Like for example, Lalita Vishaka, their service is swatantramayi seva, independent. Lalita Vishaka, Srimati Radhika, they serve Krishna independently. Their service is called swatantramayi seva, independent service. Especially Srimati Radhika, she serves independently, according to her own desire. Do you understand? What did I say? That the parikaras of Krishna, they serve independently. And also serve under the guidance of these parikaras. The Jiva serve under the guidance. They do anugatamayi seva, means serving under the guidance. So under the guidance of the nitya parikaras, the Jiva serve under the guidance. So this is the difference between the parikaras and the Jivas. So generally people, the Jivas are manifestation of the Tatastha Shakti of Krishna, marginal potency. Jivas manifested from Tatastha Shakti. Tatastha Shakti is the source of the Jivas. But the Parikaras, they come from the Svarupa Shakti. They are manifestation of Svarupa Shakti. Parikaras are manifestation of Svarupa Shakti, internal potency of God. Shrimati Radhika, she's not a Parikar, sorry, not a Jiva. Subala, Shridhar, Nanda, Yashoda, Lalita, Vishaka, they are not Jiva Tattva. They are Parikar Tattva, eternal associates of Lord. So the service that the Jivas, they do to Bhagavan, actually is only anugatamayi seva, under guidance. Under the guidance of the Parikaras, the Jivas serve to God. Under the guidance of the Parikaras. You can never become Nanda and Yashoda. But if you want to serve Krishna in vatsalya rasa, then you must serve under the guidance of Nanda Yashoda. So there is swatantramayi seva and anugatamayi seva. Independent and under the guidance. Do you understand? And also the service takes place according to the sambandha-jnana. According to the relationship you have with Krishna, you serve accordingly. Some people have a relationship of being friend of Krishna, so you serve him like this. Some people, the mood of vatsalya, conjugal mood also. So the Jiva Swarupa, the nature of the Jiva is to be a servant of Krishna. But not swatanta seva, not independent service, but under the guidance, anugata-mai seva. Just remember this, enough. Okay, this is the difference between the Jiva and Parikara, two differences. Okay, the Parikaras, those who are eternal associates of Lord, the Parikaras of Krishna, they are not Jiva-tata. They are called Parikara-tata. And they manifested directly from the Swarupa Shakti. They are manifestations of the internal potency of Krishna. And the Jivas is a manifestation of marginal potency. So the Jiva doesn't have the qualification to do Swatantra-mai Seva, independent service, only under the guidance, Anugata-mai Seva. So to serve under the guidance, actually this is the duty of a servant. So remember this. Some words are so much technical and just have to remember them, like to memorize them. These are technical words, you cannot change these words. For example, this expression, Swatantra-mai Seva, Anugate-mai Seva. These are technical words. Just like, for example, if you study science, also there are so many technical words. So in the same way, in the conception of the Vaishnavas, there are so many technical words also, like this. What did I say? Swatantra-mai Seva, Anugata-mai Seva. So how is the service? According to the sambandha. So for Krishna to relish so many pastimes, there are so many different kinds of sambandha-abhiman. Means, for example, different egos of relationship. For example, the mother of Krishna thinks I'm the mother of Krishna. So the associates, they have these different conceptions. For example, Yashoda thinks I give birth to Krishna, I'm his mother. So this is one abhiman, like an ego she has. So in this world we have jara abhiman, material ego. For example, oh, she's my daughter. Krishna Priya is your daughter, no? Mother of Nandini is the mother of Krishna Priya. So you think I am her mother. This is your abhiman. It's like a jara abhiman, it's like a material ego. Also called false ego. Yes. So this is called jara abhiman, false ego, or material ego. But in the transcendental world, this ego is eternal actually, and it's true. So ego is there also. So in this world, the jivas, they have each ego, some jara abhiman, material ego. And in the transcendental world, they have nitya abhiman, isn't it? Yes. Ego. So the abhiman, the ego, brings us to the service, makes us serve. For example, you think, this person is my daughter, my son. So this is your ego. But actually this ego we have in this world is not eternal. to understand everything is temporary. These egos are temporary. We cannot say that false. Actually, according to the Guriya conception, we cannot say that it's false. These egos are not like false in this world, but they are temporary. So this is also another technical word. So we say false ego, but we cannot say properly like this false ego is. You cannot say exactly false. It's better to say temporary. It's temporary ego. Because when your body changes, automatically your ego also changes or goes. So the Vaishnava Siddhanta is like this. The Advaitavadis, they say everything is a lie, is false, fake, mitha, false, lie. But in the conception of the Vaishnavas, their Shastra of the Vaishnavas, we modify a little bit. We didn't use exact this word saying it's false or untrue. We say anitya, temporary. It's not false, it's temporary. So he's my son, she's my daughter. Yes, they are. But until when? Until I am living in this body, they will be my kids. But when my body changes, then this ego, these are relations will change. But see, Nanda and Yashoda, they are the eternal parents of Krishna. So their abhiman, their ego, is eternal. In their case, yes, it's eternal and transcendental. Okay, so I'm saying this. So the parikaras, they manifested from Swarupa Shakti and they serve independently.
और ये समस्त जो है अभिमान के इसलिए प्रयोग कराता है लीला शक्ति कृष्ण की जो लीला शक्ति जो है
So the Lila Shakti of Krishna,
वैचित्रमय रस आस्वादन करने के लिए
to manifest, to make Krishna relish so many different tastes. From unlimited time, all these devotees, they have these different abhimanas, different egos, just so that Krishna can relish different moods. Agantuk means what? Agantuk means something that came from outside. Agantuk is one Sanskrit word. But actually, they didn't come from outside. Means these egos of these parikaras, they didn't come from outside. For example, the potency of to burn of the fire didn't come from outside, like not this nature didn't come from outside to the fire. Actually, since fire exists always, the fire has the potency of burning. Okay, but do you understand what is meaning agantuk? Something which came from outside. It's not yours. It's something that later you took. So I'll explain even further. Suppose, how many people live in your house? 5 people live in your house. So every day you must cook for 5 people, right? Okay. But maybe one friend came to your house one day. He's not a member of your family. Always you have only 5 people in your house. But today you have to cook for how many people? For 6 people. Because one outsider came. So this outsider that's in your house today, it's called agantuk. It's like a guest. So in the same way, so that Krishna could relish different moods, different tastes. Lila Shakti creates all this. So, what did you say that the Jiva's Maya Bada Dasha was agantuk? Could you? So the eternal nature of the soul is one. But actually, so Maya is taking from, the Jiva is taking from Maya this conditioned stage. So it's like agantuk, something which comes from outside. Like this conditioned stage of the Jiva is coming from outside. It's not from the Jiva. So when you say, he's my son, you're taking this from Maya. Because actually it's not yours. Because the Shuddha Jiva, the pure soul, doesn't have this. Actually, the relationship that this Shuddha Atma, like means the pure Jiva has, is only with Krishna. To serve Krishna is the eternal nature of the soul. But because we are illusioned under the illusion of Maya, we take something from Maya and we say, for example, he's my son, these relationships, like according to our body, Jara Abhiman, false ego. So this Jara Abhiman, material ego, is agantuk. Means material ego is coming from outside. Just like a guest will not stay in your house for a long time. For how long a guest will stay in your house? For some time. According to Hindu Dharma, actually this worship of demigods and demigoddesses, they're all agantuk. Means coming from outside. It's like it's not the real nature of the soul, understand? It's coming from outside, it's coming from Maya, something that's not from the soul. For example, people worship Hanuman for 9 days. Also they worship Devi Durga, also some people. For 4 days they worship Durga Puja. So Shastra explains. After 4 days they do Visharjan, means they throw the dates away. Visharjan, you understand? They speak this mantra. Visharjan is like making the deity go away. They call the deity and then they send the deity away. So just like you call a guest to your house and then he goes away. But the Vaishnavas, no. They worship Krishna always, eternally. Do you understand? Try to understand this. Those people who worship demigods and demigoddesses, this is all agantic group. Means like actually it's temporary. They are doing this only because they want some benefit from the deity, and when they get what they want, they throw the deity away. Have you done when did Navadurga for 9 days, Navaratri? After 9 days, so for 9 days they keep some vow. Even they stop eating onion garlic for 9 days. For 9 days they call the Devi and they do nice vow without eating onion garlic. But after 9 days they send the deity away. Already 9 days, okay, enough. We did tapasya stairs for 9 days, so okay. So that's why they had Awahan and Visharjana, means they call the deity to welcome the deity, and Visharjana means to tell the deity to go, like bid farewell to the deity, bye deity. But in the Vaishnavas they don't have this. The service to Vishnu is eternal. Nityam Sevaya. So the service of Srihari is eternal. Since we do the prana pratishtha, installation of the deity, then we continue serving the deity continuously until we are alive in this body. Gurudeva, without prana pratishtha also we can serve? Without the installation of the deity, we can also serve the deity? No, but without serving, without installation, you can serve? Can serve? So we do the installation of the deity. Why? So that to make you strong in your faith. Understand? Otherwise you think, oh, it's just some statue or... So Sanatana Goswami, he in Brihad Bhagavatam, he explains, even a blade of grass If you serve this blade of grass thinking that like as the form of Lord, also Bhagavan will accept this service. So this prana pratishtha, why do you do this installation of the deity? To make you dhrita, like firm, stable in your puja, not for other reason. Actually, it's eternal. If something was not there before, then you have to establish. But God is everywhere, God is everywhere in the form of Paramatma. So how can you establish? Because He's already there, actually, eternally. Actually, in the form of Paramatma, God is everywhere. We just need to manifest this. So many conceptions given. So the establishment of the temple and the deities, Pratishtha, Mandir Pratishtha, why do we do this? Just to make the dhrita, means the firmness stable, make the sadhaka stable and firm in his practice, in his... Not do the Tulasi Puja? You went to Delhi, okay, so you arrange. God accepts your mood. If your mood is pure, whether the deity be installed or not, Krishna accepts. If your mood, if you have mood, but if your mood is not pure, even though the deity might be established, then nothing happens. So the bhava, your mood should be pure. So if your mood is not pure, then, but if that person has the mood pure, God will accept anyway. An example given, the example of Mirabai. His deity was established, or her deity was established or not? It's not written about it. But see, she was saying, "Oh my Giridhari Lal, my Giridhari Lal." She had so much bhava. This Shuddha bhava means pure mood serving the deity, pure sentiment. And because of this, Thakurji started speaking to her. Wasn't it or not? Tell me. So, this Vigraha Pratishtha means establishing the deity. It's the injunction of the Shastra, yes. This Vidhi Marga. Why? Because people think, there's only stone. But when the deity becomes established, Pran Pratishtha, then you have this Shraddha. Oh no, I cannot commit any offense. Be careful. So we hear the story of Mirabai. Who established her deity? And what to speak of her? Even, for example, Giriraj Govardhan. You see, they need to establish Giriraj Govardhan. Still people serve Giriraj. You see, Shankararanya, one person from the line of Shankaracharya, gave one Govardhan Shila to Mahaprabhu. Then Mahaprabhu used to serve this Giriraj Shila with the tears of his eyes. And the same Giriraj Shila Mahaprabhu gave to Raghunath Das Goswami. So all these conceptions are there. No, so the bhava should be pure. The mood should be pure. I'm not saying that, oh my brother, don't establish the deity, like don't do installation, otherwise this will be mayavad. Like, no, you have to establish, but your bhava must be shuddha, pure. Gurudeva, please establish my deity, Gurudeva. Okay, Gurudeva installs your deity, but you don't serve the deity. Okay, for 2-4 days or some years, then you stop. So what is the benefit? So your bhava must be pure for serving. Then the deity will start speaking to you. The example of Mirabai. So the deity starts speaking to her. And how was her husband, Mirabai's husband? He was like a demon. So Mirabai was speaking to the deity, talking to the deity. And the husband thought she was speaking to another man. And the husband opened the door. Where is he? Where is he? Who are you speaking with? Bhagavan also. Knowingly Bhagavan, when he was speaking to Mirabai, actually the sound was coming to the ears of the husband, and Mirabai's voice was coming, and the voice of Thakurji was like a male voice, and the husband was listening. She said, "What? But this our my deity Giridhari is here. This is only a stone. Do you think a stone will speak? No, it's not a stone. Actually, directly God." So her husband, Rana, he kicked her out from the house. Oh yeah, go away then. She came to Vrindavan. You cannot become like Mirabai. You cannot become Mirabai. That's why you cannot imitate. You cannot imitate. You have like to follow the footsteps, not imitate. Yes. You cannot become Mirabai. In one life, somehow, do bhajan, even though there are so many hardships, just have nishtha in Guru and do bhajan. If you have this kind of bhav like Mirabai, then okay, you can do everything according to your adhikari eligibility. If you're doing, no problem, okay. Preach. Radha Kanti Didi, she preached so well in Gujarat. I told her, go preach in Gujarat, go from house to house. She went, speaking Harikatha. Wasn't it? Must do that. Isn't it? To preach. Okay, time finish. Where is it? Okay, put fire on the arati, on the incense. Okay, so I was speaking about the Jiva svarupa-anubhandi-vritti, the svarupa-anubhandi-vritti of the Jiva. So I was all the time discussing about this. When the Jiva manifested from Tatastha Shakti, the Jiva has a spontaneous nature. May it be dasyam, sakhya, vatsalya, madhurya. This potency is in the Jiva. Understand? And I also discussed two more things. One, I discussed about the difference between the parikaras and the jivas, speciality of each one. I also discussed about this today. So for 1 hour I speak Harikatha, so actually I speak only about two subjects. I spoke about what is the svarupa-anubhandi-vritti of the jivas, and also the difference between parikar and jivas. Understand? Creating consequences.